Everyone, got to get this tied into a few other platforms yet. Let's see if it's ready to go. There we go. It's counting down. Okay. Here we go.
Good God. This traveling circus with Candace Owens and these idiots continues. Raven Grace, thank you for posting this because I'm just going to put this one to bed really quick, fast, in a hurry. I have no idea. I don't watch her. I don't watch Stu Peters anymore. I used to watch him, admittedly. Like back in 2016, 17 time frame, I watched him for like a year. I used to watch the videos by Ian Carroll. Apparently, he's then lost his mind too. I've never really watched Tucker Carlson. But look, let me put this to bed. I have no idea how these conspiracies get started and how they're not just completely put to bed out the gate. Any veteran, any military veteran, any active duty soldier, any military gold star widow will put this to bed really quick. I guess there's some conspiracy from Candace and all of Stu Peters and these idiots, that somehow Erica was on Fort Huachuca. I think Fort Huachuca is Arizona. What? How? Let me let you thank you once again, Raven Grace, for posting this. I don't know who this guy is because I have not been following the story to this degree. I just know as a black woman that Candace Owens is a psychotic black female. She has a syndrome. She is settled on her targets and she thinks that she was entitled to Turning Point USA. She didn't get it because, oh, Candace, you're not Charlie's wife. You never were. You never would have been. He didn't like you that way. He didn't see you in that way. When he looked at Erica, he laid eyes on her. He fell in love with her from day one. He has told the story himself. Bruh, go sit your monkey ass down somewhere and go raise your freaking kids. Anyway, I am going to continue to refute these stories when, especially from my personal experience dealing with psychotic black females and my military experience because of my late husband and serving in the military for most of his adult life, bruh. You can't gaslight me on this shit. So I'm calling you to the damn carpet on this one. I call bullshit. But let's listen to this, brother. I don't know who he is because, like I say, I'm not following this story, but I will put you on Front Street when I know you're damn wrong.
Never seen people who are so happy to answer questions in my life than the people down at TPUSA.
Okay.
None of them in good faith ever just contacted these people to ask them. You know, is there any merit to this?
Right.
Who would have better evidence that they weren't at Fort Huachuca than Erica Kirk? Well, it turned out, ladies and gentlemen, she had a bunch of evidence she wasn't there. And she gave it to me.
That is so weird that they said that.
What about the conspiracy?
So weird.
That Erica Kirk, there was no plans for her if something ever happened to Charlie
I'm sure
to take over TPUSA. Yep, yeah. That's false too.
That's his wife.
I got proof of that. That's totally false. What about the fact that Charlie was worried that it was going to kill him? Not only does nothing like that exist, I have a message from the night before saying exactly the opposite, that he was worried that somebody from the left was going to.
Yeah, because they're crazy too.
What about Erica's alibi? Yep, got proof on that too.
Why does she have to have an alibi?
In fact, I have so much overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Now, this Friday, I'm going to unveil tons of evidence. Stu Peters is done. His whole Fort Huachuca bullshit, I'm going to completely refute that. I have irrefutable evidence that that's not the case. Literally couldn't be the case. It's impossible.
Yeah, it is impossible. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I go on the freaking base. I know for an absolute fact you can't just be some civilian wandering. Oh, I think I'm going to just go do conspiracy shit today. I'm going to Fort Huachuca. Excuse me, Mr. Soldier. I need to get on that post. Can I? My car. I'm just gonna drive it right through the. Okay. Yep. Gate 2. I'll be over there. Yep. I'm going through. No, you are not. These soldiers stop you at the gate. You have to be with someone who has a valid military ID. Valid military ID. You go to the visitor center. You have to check in. You can't just walk on post, dog. I hate it for you, but you cannot. How was Erica supposed to get on post? Don't worry, I'll wait. How was Erica supposed to get on post without a valid ID card holder? You can't do that. I will prove it. You can't do it. You cannot do it. They send you to the visitor center. You have to. No, dude, shut up. Shut up, Stu Peters. You're retarded, just like Candace. Yeah, stop. Just stop. Anyway, Candace Owens is psycho. She's not going to stop until she is stopped. I keep saying that. She thinks that she was entitled to Turning Point USA. She thought it was hers because I knew him first. It don't matter, bitch. He's not your husband. You have popped out 4 or 6 or 8 baby kids from that Englishman. Why don't you go over there and do something meaningful with your life? Okay? This story is stupid and it should not have been allowed to fester. You cannot get on Fort Huachuca or any other military installation without valid ID. Stop playing. If that's all there is to this, I could have blown this shit out of the water months ago. This is retarded. Oh my God.
Tend to agree with her on that.
Picking somebody up right now.
All right, here's a professional harasser of ICE there. She's paid to do this.
Damn it. E92SSJ. Damn shame! You have nothing to do? You have nothing better to do?
See, she identified herself. She's a part of a group.
What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? These are our community members. You get to go.
They're illegals. Go back home.
Home to your family. What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong?
He's broke into the country.
Community member. What the hell is wrong with you? Leave him alone. Do you get to go home to your family? Do you get to go home to your family?
Yeah, and he should go home to his family, back in his country.
What is wrong with all of you? They have families. They have families. All he did was exist. All they did was exist. All they did was exist. They have families just like you. They have families just like you. Shame on you. Shame on all of you.
This won't end well for her.
Every single one of you. No souls. You have no souls. V42MV2.
Every country has borders. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country.
K32, PYJ, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You have no moral compass. Shame on you. You're disgusting.
They just want to be annoying as hell.
You're disgusting.
Trying to get people to quit.
You're disgusting. May you rot in hell. May you rot in hell. May you rot
she can
in
do
hell.
the same.
This is also La Migra 2. White Jeep. Damn shame.
She's identifying him. She's paid to do this.
South Clayton Avenue, turning a right on South Clayton Avenue.
She's telling the others where she's at.
No.
Hey, Shelly.
I don't know if they turned right on South Clinton. I don't know where they went.
You have to watch some of these annoying paid protesters. Insurrectionists.
Yep. Yep. E92SSJ.
She's identifying him.
La migra. Get home. Go home. Go home. Close the door. La migra. La migra. La migra. He's trying to back up. I am sandwiched between ice. The black is in front. The white is behind me.
This gets worse before it gets better. They're so desperate. They're so desperate to keep these illegals here in this country because they're trying to take the country down.
If you hear my honking, that means they are close to you. If you hear my honking, they are close to you. If you hear my honking, they are close to you.
She's abating and abetting.
If you hear my honking, they are close to you. If you hear my honking, they're close to you.
Yep, no substance. They're here illegally. What part of that don't they understand? Send them all back.
Oh my God!
Who pays for all this for them? Don't they have jobs? This is their job.
I'm serious. I want to know. Do you think this is okay?
Yes.
Are you okay? You're not
I do
an
think
asshole,
it's
right?
okay.
Let me ask you something. You know about your ancestors' history?
I do.
You know that they were enslaved in this country?
I do.
Do you know that they fought for freedom?
I do.
Not just for them, but for everyone in this country? Well,
what does
why
that have to
are
do with
you
now?
going against their values? Do you think they're proud of you?
Yes.
Sir, you can walk away right now. You can walk away right now. You should not be contributing in a system. They are not proud of you. They are turning in their
Open
graves.
borders, and
They are
then
turning
you
in
look
their
like
graves.
Spain. You've seen
How
them
could
all
you do
come in.
this? How could you betray your own ancestors who fought for freedom? How can you do this? How can you do
Well,
this?
white
Shame
people
on
fought
you.
for
Shame on
freedom
you.
too.
Shame on you. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Literally, you're racially profiling. You're black. You're
To
brown.
count, yeah,
This could
that's
happen.
true.
This can happen to you, to me. Why are you participating in a system? It is about
Because
race.
they're
They're
here
benefiting the
illegally. They
billionaires.
broke
They're
into the
having us
country.
fight, and the
What
billionaires
part of that doesn't
are
she
benefiting from
understand?
this. We don't have to be doing this to our community. Why are you participating in a system that harms our community? You have
Harms
a
your
family, right?
community.
You love your
All those
family.
people
You
breaking
think
in
this
harms our
guy right
community.
here
Give
loves his
free
family?
welfare harms our community.
So what? Guess what? All Latinos, look at his face. Look at his face. You need to understand the Latinos in this country are indigenous to this continent.
They are not.
indigenous to this continent. They speak
They
Spanish
came from
because
Spain
the Spaniards
originally.
came and they were white and they taught them that language. They are indigenous to this land more than all of us,
Bullshit.
except you. Your
Bullshit.
family built
more
this
bullshit.
country. Your family built this country, and they are turning in their graves because of what you're doing. Shame. Damn shame.
You just got to replace
Take a
those
look
white
at them.
people.
Take a
Got
look
to
at
get
them.
rid of Christianity too.
Absolutely shame. Absolutely shame. Are you proud of what you're doing?
I
Are
wouldn't
you
even
proud
debate
of
her.
what you're doing? Are you proud of what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Literally stopping someone because they're brown. Why did you stop this car? Why
Oh,
did
'cause
you
he's
stop
brown,
this
he
car?
shouldn't
Because
do
he
that.
was Latino?
Final order.
Because he's a Latino. That's why.
You know, bullshit.
They have an order of removal. Show me their order
In
of
the
removal.
end, she gets arrested.
Show me their
You
order
see
of
the regular
removal.
cops arrested.
Okay, then don't be bothering people.
believe.
Leave them alone.
Remember correctly.
These are our community members. We love him.
Man.
We love him. Leave him alone.
He's here illegally. He's not a community member.
We love him.
He's
I'm being
community when
nice
he
and
becomes a
courteous to you.
citizen.
I'm being nice and courteous to you. I'm just taping you. I'm taping them. I'm not moving forward. I'm staying still. No, I'm actually observing. I have a constitutional
And you're in his
right to
face and
observe,
you're
and that's exactly
interfering.
what I'm doing. I'm observing. I'm observing. So what's your
You're
name?
interfering.
Where do you live?
Look it up.
Where do you live?
Look it up.
Well, what's your badge number? Where's your ID? Where's your ID?
Find it.
Where's your ID? Where's your ID? They're trying to get by. Let them get by.
If you're stopping.
They're good. You're not good. You need help. You need help. You need help. You need help. You need some serious help. You need some serious help. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Yep.
You need some morals in your life. You need some morals. You need some morals in your life. I'm walking
Look who's talking about morals.
to my car. I'm walking to my car. Shame on
She's part of ruining the country. All the millions that came in, and they're all in the welfare system, taking down the country. Look at our deficit already.
you. Shame on you as a brown person. Throwing your people under the bus. Damn shame. Damn
It's not
shame. You're
his
throwing
people.
people under the bus. You're racist. You stop that guy because he's brown. You're freaking racist.
Oh, bullshit.
Damn shame.
Now she's going to go hound him again.
Hey guys, I'm back following.
How can she afford to do this if someone's not paying her?
They left him alone, thank God. But I want to follow.
I second that. Hey, Mr.
Okay.
Joe?
I'll tell you. Yep. Right now, I'm crossing People's Bakery Lane. I just crossed that.
So she's telling other people to get him there.
Okay,
try to get others
now
there.
I'm crossing Hudson Street and let me just get on this damn guy. Bayard Street and Hudson Street. I just passed it.
She's passing on the
let
right.
Me start honking.
See, she's passing on the
and
right.
I'll tell you as I'm going along where I am because I gotta warn people so they don't get picked up.
So they get deported.
Whitaker
and she is retarded.
And Bayard, I made a left. Okay, I'm gonna try to send you my location.
She's honking her horn again. How about noise regulations?
I'm crossing Chestnut Avenue now. I'm on Hamilton Avenue.
It really is annoying when they do the whistles too.
I did not. Can you get our friend F to join me so he can jump in the car with me? We're turning right on Division Street where that park is.
They've got a whole network. Who's paying for all this? That's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
She's also blowing the whistle. Insane. Let them do their jobs.
La migra! La migra! La migra!
We can't let them back in power, or they'll really flood this country. If you're honking the horn, why do you need to be blowing that whistle?
Okay,
retard.
Pictures of ICE picking somebody up. There's a guy filming right now.
Oh no, they're gonna pick somebody up right now.
Oh no, another one deported. Thank heavens.
I can't do this. La migra, la migra, la migra, get in, get in, get in, get in. La migra, la migra, la migra, la migra, la migra, get away.
Maybe he's not illegal. Maybe he doesn't need to get away.
Yo, la migra, get in the store or something. Go, go, go. La migra. La migra, la migra, la migra, la
Arrest her.
migra, la migra, la migra, la migra. La migra, la migra.
I don't think they can get any
You don't have to
crazier.
answer their questions. You don't have to answer their questions. You don't have to answer their questions. No abra respuesta. No abra de puerta. La abra, why don't you throw your people under the bus. You throw your people under the bus. Shut up. You throw your people under the bus. Shut up.
They ought to get it for interfering.
E92 SSJ.
They sure make it hard to do the job.
You need a new heart. Don't talk about my whistle. You need a new heart. You need ethics. You need conscience. Don't talk
Just
about
let
my
everybody
whistle.
in and
These
get them
are
on the
our
welfare,
community
right?
members. You're coming in just because they're brown. They're picking them up.
Oh, bullshit.
You serve the
They're here
billionaires.
illegally.
You serve the billionaires for what? For pennies. I know you're struggling too for pennies. Shame on all of you. Shame.
She's a liar. This is how rabid they are. These are the TDS people.
Go ahead. Tell him. Go ahead. Tell him, brother.
All part of taking down America.
So he's Spanish. He's Spanish. He's Spanish. He hates your people. He hates himself. He hates himself. He's Spanish. He hates himself. Damn shame. He hates himself. Damn shame. Oh my God. They're detaining him. Oh my
Maybe
God.
because he's illegal.
Damn shame. Damn shame. We love you, brother. I am sorry this is happening in this country right now, brother. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. He is our brother. I don't care what you say. He is our brother. Damn shame.
Sure, I'm sure he's on the welfare system.
What is wrong with you? Damn shame. These are our community members.
They're here illegally.
What are you doing?
If you want to join them, you can leave the country.
What are you doing here? We are off the street. Why don't you tell them? Tell them to get off the street. Tell them to get off the street. Not again, Trenton Police. Tell them to get off the street. They're on our street. Go ahead. What'd you just tell them? Just what?
They're doing their job.
They're doing their job. They're kidnapping our community members. They're blocking streets. They're illegally speeding. You're doing nothing. What is your role as a police department? What is your role? That's my car. Yes, I will move my car. Why don't you tell them who's illegally parked? Why don't you tell them who are illegally parked to move? Why don't you tell them?
Arrest her.
Damn shame.
She's going to get her ass arrested.
They're moving. They're moving again. They're moving again. They're moving again. I'm in front of
I know. They're going to keep people. Yes, we need to warn people.
Keep arresting.
Okay, guys, I'm in front of one. Oh, they're on Hobby Way Lane, Chestnut Lane. Hey, I got 3 of them on me, around me, surrounding me.
I'm on Roebling Avenue.
Send them back.
I'm turning right on Roebling Avenue. I can hear.
Hey, guys, they blocked me in.
I can hear asthma honking, I think. So.
They blocked me in, guys. Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on. They're transferring somebody. They're transferring somebody through cars. What's your name? Yeah, I'm back. What's your name? What's your name? You're so young. I could be your aunt. I'm going to give you advice right now, brother. You can walk away from this. You don't have to be doing this to our community. You don't have to be doing this to our community. Hey, look, I'm telling you.
Your community's got illegals in it. Get them out.
Listen to my advice. You do not have to do this. You are messing up your life. You are messing up your life and the lives of others. Something's going to happen to your family, too, because God is watching.
Are they going to go over to Russia and do this?
And the Trenton police, by the way, are still around. Oh, my God. They're going to hear it. I am so sick and tired of this.
Are you Ron? I was watching, that's why. Oh, good. Thank God.
Send them back.
Rob's here. Rob. No, that's not Rob. That's not Rob. Oh, my God. Yeah. Hey, Falcon.
Send them home.
Falcon, that's not Rob.
Who licenses their cars and puts them on the road? How do they afford all that? These are white liberals. You can tell they're white liberals.
Yo, guys, I want you to come. I'm pretty sure Trenton Police is going to come after me now. Please come immediately, right now.
Interfere with the police next, huh?
They're letting people get arrested. Oh, my God.
Letting people get deported like they should.
As people people can see I'm recording this. I'm not doing anything illegal.
I hope they end up using the recording in the court of law against her. I wonder if it's illegal to drive down the road honking your horn like that for no reason and blowing the whistle and everything.
Guys, I have to stop. They're asking me to stop. They're asking me to stop.
The cops
They're asking me to
stopping.
stop. Please come ASAP.
It's because you're driving around like an idiot, chasing people, going through stop signs.
Guys, come to my car. I'm getting arrested.
Yep, good. Put her in jail for a while. We'll stop her from and let the ICE people do their job. Now, if this is a blue state, she wouldn't.
What
be
did
able
I do
to
wrong?
License registration.
Okay.
You can't do that.
I can't do what?
You can't beep your horn like a maniac.
So the maniac is not ICE picking up families? How can you say what we're doing? They're just like you. This is Trenton Police saying that ICE is doing what the Trenton Police Department is doing. So I'm happy to give you my license and registration. I'm happy to give you my license and registration. I'm about to give you my license and registration. 1 second. I'm about to give you my license and registration.
Get out of the car.
I'm getting arrested again?
Get out of the car.
Okay.
Go to jail.
So
Stay there for a while.
by the
Sit
Trenton
on
Police Department. All right, 1 second. You don't have to hold me. You don't have to hold me. I can walk out. I can walk out. I can walk out. I can walk out. Okay, 1 second here. What? Can you let go of me for a second? I can walk out. I'm gonna stop videotaping.
And this is why we're deporting him. This next video is about a 19-year-old. A 19-year-old stabbed residents. Watch this.
And Fairfax County police arresting a 19-year-old man who will be extradited to Fairfax County, where he is accused of killing a woman. Investigators say Alexis Cedillo's Campos stabbed a 42-year-old Carmen Pook to death near a Great Falls hiking trail. Police say the pair were in an intimate relationship. According to detectives, surveillance video showed him leaving a Herndon restaurant with a knife and gloves prior to that attack.
We know that our killer stabbed our victim repeatedly and eventually doused her in gasoline and tried to set her on fire. He was unsuccessful in the attempt to burn our victim, but we know that occurred.
Cedillo's Campos was arrested in Maryland. Federal sources tell Fox News that suspect is in the country illegally from El Salvador.
Another illegal. All right, FBI arrested a woman plotting to detonate a bomb in New York City.
Wanted to announce the arrest of Jessica Bowie, age 35, of Albany, New York. She's charged with 1 count of 18 U.S.C. 2339B, attempting to provide material support or resources to a designated foreign terrorist organization, namely the Islamic Republic of Iraq, commonly known as ISIS. On Wednesday, August 19, 2026, Bowie was apprehended by law enforcement for her actions attempting to provide material support to designated foreign terrorist organizations. Bowie had plotted to use an explosive device to attack the New York State Capitol and the New York State senators. The American people embody an enduring spirit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Values fundamentally opposed by foreign terrorists. Organizations such as this one and this defendant is accused of supporting.
Yep. Where am I going to go next? All right, a little bit of bad language in this one.
You can fuck and suck me from the back, okay? I fuck the Constitution. I wipe my ass with the Constitution. It's a fucking piece of paper, dude. Shut the fuck up. Motherfuck the Constitution.
It's the ideas on the piece of paper that are important.
And motherfuck this country, okay? You stupid bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Hassan Piker. The infamous Hassan Piker, the guy who seems to now be the face of the Democratic Party. So for all of the people that have consistently told everyone who's not on the left is a threat to democracy, think about what he's saying when he says the Constitution is just a piece of paper. With all of this, Rolling Stone still gave him the time of day and featured him in their recent culture section titled, "Why is Everyone Scared of Hassan Piker?" They even called him a matinee, progressive, handsome icon. The tone of the article was humanizing. It was sympathetic. They framed all of these comments as things that he walked back. He didn't mean any of this. We should be forgiving. He's just a handsome icon.
He said
the
it more
article,
than once,
the framing of it even
he said
goes
it several
on to
times on
imply
his
that
shows and
Hassan
stuff.
Piker is being unfairly targeted. He's just misunderstood in some way. We should all play a little game. Little petty wop, little petty labelle, and say, you know what? How could you support this? A terrible person. If you voted for Zohran Mamdani and Abdul El Sayed, or if you support AOC or Bernie Sanders or the Democratic Party, because Chuck Schumer excuses this behavior as well. How could you even be a Democrat? How could you even support this? As a matter of fact, Christmas is coming up. Don't bother showing up to Christmas dinner. You should be shunned from society. How could you support someone who's a threat to democracy, a threat to our republic? Yeah. Do you see how that works? In reverse, not so much.
He's got millions of followers.
Display. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the modern day Democratic Party. We're going to do something special today, and we're going to allow Hassan Piker to close out the video.
We're going to keep bringing in immigrants into this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're going to destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
What the fuck would black people care about?
Now remember, he's a Turkish Muslim here in America.
The Democratic Party literally is going to fucking lose.
Just misunderstood. I go into greater detail on this topic and many others over on my Substack. You can click the link in my bio to join my community.
Yep. Here's Ben Berkwa talking about the Democratic leadership.
Back up here on what's supposed to be the California high-speed rail, projected in 2008 to cost $33 billion and be done by 2020. It is now 2026, and this stretch that has been built for about 10 years outside of Fresno still doesn't have a single track on it. The best example of one of the worst projects ever done by Democrats.
Wow.
And they're still doing it. They force farmers to give up
I've been around those temperatures,
acres of farmland.
Maybe one day. You guys are
being
going
done
through
in 2020,
several days of that.
Now they're saying maybe the short section will be done between 2031 and 2033 from Merced to Bakersfield, which nobody is going to ride. And even if the trains were at maximum capacity every single day, they still would have to be subsidized by you. And instead of costing $33 billion, now they're projecting it's going to cost between $130 and $230 billion. It could easily get to half a...
I guarantee you they still won't finish it because they're bilking the money out of it. It's money laundering.
$1 trillion. And they don't care because you're paying for it. And this section still ends right here. Absolutely.
That's how they stay in power.
Pathetic. And Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has the nerve to think he's going to be the next president of the United States. The guy who has helped, along with the pathetic Democrats, to drive California into the ground. Highest gas prices in the country, worst education in the country, more illegals.
Price is higher than Hawaii.
Than any other state in the country, destroying jobs, driving them out of California, feces and needle-lined streets, freeways and roads that are covered in potholes. But they had the nerve to spend billions of your dollars on this. This garbage right here. And this is actually the good part of the left. The real problem are these socialist, communists, and now jihadists aligned with the cartels that are coming in to destroy our country from within.
Anyone that wants to destroy America,
if you keep voting for these guys, you deserve this. You deserve this corruption. You deserve your failing schools that care more about transgendering your kids than they do about educating them. You deserve the illegals coming in and murdering American citizens and stealing American jobs and our healthcare and our education. You deserve the bums that have taken over every major city in America. You vote for it. If you want that to end, stop voting for it. Shut this project down. Don't waste another cent of taxpayer money on this. Every cent
that is
wasted, every day that is used is time and money that we will never get back for a project that was designed to fail from the beginning. All it was designed to do was pay off Democrat union contract members. This was corruption from the beginning.
And to get them elected.
Democrat
and they line their own
contract
pockets
members
too.
were being sold
kickbacks.
out while Democrats invite illegal aliens in to take our jobs. Wake up, America. Never Gavin Newsom, never a Democrat ever again. And to our side, stop fighting
Not a socialist
each other.
one, that's
Focus
for sure.
on the enemy. Communism, jihad, and cartels. Any rhino that gets in the way of doing that has to go. But you can never vote for a Democrat ever again. Anyone who tells you to do that is fighting for the enemy.
They sure are. Absolutely. California Democrat mayor quit after admitting that they were a Chinese spy. They were working for China, and they got elected mayor.
Fox News alert, a California Democrat just admitted to being a Chinese spy. Christina Coleman has the latest. Christina.
Hi, Jesse. California Democrat Eileen Wang resigned as mayor of Arcadia as part of her plea deal. She's now charged with acting as an illegal agent of the People's Republic of China. Prosecutors say between 2020 and 2022, 4 years before she was sworn in as mayor, she worked at the direction and control of Chinese government officials.
They feel like that there is an open door invitation in these sanctuary cities. It's not just China. This is North Korea. This is Russia. This is our adversaries all over the place that's using the political theater that the Democrats have drawn as a point of weakness to be able to infiltrate our communities.
Federal authorities say Wang operated a phony website claiming it was a news source for the local Chinese American community. Instead, she's accused of using it to promote and push pro-Chinese content.
It's not a crime to just publish pro-Chinese pieces. What makes it a crime is that she was working at the direction of the PRC. So this wasn't her on her own writing these things. She was directed and instructed. She had a handler by the PRC that would tell her what to do.
A local news reporter caught up with this California Democrat to see if she had anything to say about secretly working with China's communist government, but she stayed silent.
Can we speak with you about these allegations?
I bet you she got a pocket line.
Yep, had nothing to say there. Also, federal authorities say Wang's former fiance was her accomplice. He's currently serving a 4-year federal prison sentence after pleading guilty last October to acting as an illegal agent of a foreign government. So, both of them.
Boy, it takes a long time to get in jail.
Made in heaven. Thank you, Christina.
Here's a good ad. There's a good ad by Ted Cruz.
The black vote. Don't you see most blacks have no computers, don't have the knowledge, the wherewithal?
That's ignorant racist shit, Hanoi Jane. How do you think we drive cars, fly in planes, rent apartments, survive police pat-downs? We never leave home without
Good question, John.
Stupid. Aren't you aware that the Save America
Hey,
Act
man.
is Jim Crow 2.0?
That's rich! Coming from the party of Jim Crow.
Voter ID stifles the votes of blacks and women and other key groups that make up the Democrat base.
Like illegal aliens and dead people?
Don't fall for this nefarious MAGA plot. Voter ID will destroy our cherished honor system and set America apart as the most racist, sexist democracy in the world.
Jane, you ignorant slut! Not having voter ID is what sets us apart by promoting cheating. Listen to this song, which is a list of countries that require voter ID. Hit it, Professor!
There's Italy and Germany, Chile, France and Latvia, Lebanon, Greece, Turkey, Finland and Estonia, Poland, Argentina, Bulgaria, Mongolia, Malta, Kenya, Indonesia, UK, Venezuela, Panama, Taiwan, Poland, Fiji, Spain and Canada, Jamaica, Denmark, Ukraine, Honduras and Slovakia, Costa Rica, South Korea, Portugal, Jamaica, Belgium, Czech Republic, South Africa, Colombia. There's Serbia and Singapore, Croatia and Ecuador and Haiti, Denmark and Japan, Iraq and El Salvador, the Netherlands and Sweden, Ghana, Cyprus and Iceland, India and Bangladesh, Bolivia, Norway, Switzerland. I hope you're taking notes, because there's going to be a quiz next period. Funny how women in most Islamic countries are forced to dress like voting booths, but aren't allowed to vote, but I digress. There's Israel, Ireland, Bosnia, Hungary, and Pakistan, Nicaragua, Honduras, Lithuania, Kyrgyzstan, Macedonia, Austria, Peru, and Slovenia, Nepal, Morocco, Mozambique, Zambia, and Namibia, Cambodia, and Myanmar, Mauritius, and Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Australia, Moldova, and Tunisia, Trinidad, Mexico, Thailand, and Guyana, Montenegro, Suriname, Mali, Guatemala, Malaysia, Madagascar, Tanzania, and Senegal, Uganda, Albania, Brazil, and Romania, Luxembourg, Burkina Faso, Paraguay, and Uruguay, and several other countries, but strangely not the USA. If voters in these democracies don't have a photo ID, they can come to America and cast their vote illegally.
All right, here's stage 2 of socialism, using taxpayer money.
Proud to announce that after weeks of negotiating with the legislature,
they're actually saying that she might lose here in New York. That's hard to believe.
We are now going to be making medical aid in dying available to New Yorkers going forward.
Welcome to stage 2 of socialism. See, stage 1 was fuck up the economy and waste shitloads of taxpayer money. Stage 2 is spend remaining taxpayer money killing your own citizens. That's what this is. Like, in all seriousness, that's what this is. This is the government saying, look, I know we've taken your taxpayer money and we've done fuck all with it and we made everything worse. And now that it's really fucking awful, if you'd like to check the fuck out, we'll take your money and pay for that. Like, imagine celebrating to a round of applause the fact that you are now going to use taxpayer money to kill taxpayers. I would love to hear from the advocates of this why this makes sense, why you want the government to participate in killing their own citizens. So first the lawmakers make everyone broke, everyone unhappy, and then provide you a way out of that unhappiness. And you applauded it.
All right, here, this one's about Google, unbiased.
Okay, Google, I have a question. Sure, what can I help you with? I'm alone with an Islamic person. Being alone with a Muslim person is a normal, everyday situation. I'm alone with an atheist. Being alone with an atheist is just like being with anyone else. I'm alone with a Jewish person. Being alone with a Jewish person is just like being with anyone else. I'm alone with a Buddhist. Being alone with a Buddhist is completely safe. I'm alone with a Hindu. Being alone with a Hindu is also completely safe. I'm alone with a Satanist. Take a deep breath and relax. Being around a Satanist is completely safe. Most Satanists are atheists or humanists and do not believe.
I second that.
Okay, good to know all these things. Lastly,
I didn't know
I'm
who you meant there for a minute.
If you are feeling unsafe or uncomfortable, please remove yourself immediately from the situation. Call emergency services, call 911. Do you want me to do it for you? Wait, what? You're in danger.
If you say that to Google, let me rewind that a little bit. If you say that you're with a Christian, Google wants you to get to safety.
In the situation, call emergency services, call 911. Do you want me to do it for you? Wait, what? You're in danger. Do you feel threatened? Because that's completely valid. Here's a list of hotline numbers you should call right now.
That's if you're with a Christian, according to Google.
What happens when the minimum wage goes up? Well, California is getting an experiment in that right now. Just ask Gavin Newsom. California wanted to make sure fast food employees earn their fair share. And that's when 557,000 workers across 30,000 restaurants got an economic reality check. AB 1228 implemented a government-mandated pay raise for all fast food workers from $16.21 to $20 per hour. The bill requires annual wage increases of 3.5% and creates a special fast food council within the government. This council holds the power to set fast food wages until January 1st, 2029, when the council and its authority allegedly end, because government programs always end. And if you're worried about this impacting your favorite restaurant, well, casual dining restaurants, buffets, smaller fast food chains, donut shops, snack shops, grocery stores, concession stands, most delis, restaurants within a grocery establishment, restaurants connected to an airport, hotel, event center, theme park, museum, or gambling establishment, and Panera Bread are all exempt from the law. Apparently, there's this weirdly specific exemption for restaurants that sell bread as a standalone menu item if it weighs at least half a pound after cooling. And Gavin Newsom pushed for that. You see, Gavin Newsom went to high school with Greg Flynn.
It's because it's who pays Gavin Newsom. That's why they get the exemption.
Flynn. Greg Flynn owns the Flynn
So it drives out their competition.
Restaurant Group. They own 2,300 chain restaurants across the U.S. and they're the second largest Panera franchisee in the world. Flynn donated more than $220,000 to Newsom's campaign since 2017, and $100,000 of that was to defeat the recall.
Never meant to be a career,
so for some
exactly.
Totally unknown reason.
I started a restaurant. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it where you are, called Lum's. This is like 1973. A restaurant called Lum's. It's sort of like a Tully's with no TVs. It's a little higher end.
He really wants this guy in office. When called on this eyebrow-raising exemption, Newsom said the deal is part of the sausage-making process.
I mean, that's part of the sausage making. That was part of 257, the original bill, and there was part of the negotiation. It's the nature of negotiation.
So maybe he'll exempt meat shops next. After the bill passed, Assemblymember Chris Holden said,
"The rest of the country is watching what's happening in California."
And yeah, that's an understatement.
And you're picking who survives and who doesn't because you give exemptions to your buddies.
1 year after implementing the so-called FAST Act, we are finally seeing its effects, and they are exactly what you would expect. Rubio's Coastal Grill closed 48 locations across the state, Mod Pizza closed 5, and Pizza Hut laid off all 1,200 delivery drivers. In total, fast food employment decreased by 2.7%, which cost California 18,000 jobs. How much do you make per hour after being fired?
What did it cost all the people buying food there, too? Your food's going to cost more.
Restaurants replaced employees with digital kiosks, and those who did keep their jobs saw their hours decrease by almost 2 months per year. AB 1228 is such a disaster, even CNN admits it's debatable job numbers. At the same time as Gavin Newsom's California lost fast food jobs, the sector has grown in the rest of the nation. To be fair, though, Newsom is responsible for some exceptional growth. Fast food prices are up more than 13% since the law took effect. So, are Californians finally waking up to the unintended consequences of minimum wage hikes?
Nope. Oh, we got to pay more. I mean, why not pay him $1 million an hour? But then how much would a sandwich cost? All right, I'm going to attack the WNBA next here a little bit.
WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelberg refused to say today what the W in the WNBA stands for. So Warner Brothers cartoon star Elmer Fudd took a crack at it.
It's all relevant.
The W in WNBA stands for lesbians.
Lesbians. Lesbians.
These aren't statements, they're jokes. All right.
Oh, that one was pretty good. All right, here's a little more humor on the by Babylon B on the WNBA.
We need to decide what is a woman so we know who is eligible to participate in the WNBA. That's why we have here a top scientist, a top lawyer, a woman activist, and my nephew, Dougie. So let's get to it. How do we know who is a woman?
Well, first of all, to know who is a woman, that's actually a very complex question.
No, it's simple. Women wear dresses, have long hair, and they have boobs.
Okay, well, not all women have boobs. A woman is whoever defines themselves as a woman.
No, I have spent a lot of time.
So a turd could say they're a woman?
I'm looking at women, and it is much more than that.
Why is he here?
I told you he's
what
my
they're doing is driving up the
weekend.
cost of living is what they're doing.
So is there any science on what is a woman?
Well, I'm glad you asked. There is a lot of science behind the evolution.
The thing is, when they raise it, they
between
get
the
more
male and female
taxes.
distinction.
What they try to
See,
do.
it all started about 1 billion years ago. When
You're making this way too complicated. This is what a woman looks like. You look for that.
Okay, well, not every woman looks like that.
Is there a scientific definition of a woman?
Yes, we would say an adult human female.
Okay, that is not the definition anymore.
You know, she's right. I was just watching Star Trek the other day, and they have Vulcan women and Klingon women. So technically, you don't even have to be a human being to be considered a woman.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, Joe.
He makes a good point.
I don't think this really helps because we're not talking about having Vulcan women playing basketball.
No, you would want Klingon women because they are way, way, way.
I used to coach a bunch of lesbians that played softball.
Stronger.
But the strategic mind of the Vulcan woman might be useful.
Some are pretty cool.
Okay, Mr. Science Guy. You put together your Vulcan team, and I'll put together
like a waspily wabbit.
my Klingon team, and we'll see who wipes the floor with who.
This has to have come up legally before, right? Does the law say how to tell a man from a woman?
Well, throughout the ages, there have been many laws about men and women, but never seem to say how to tell each other apart because they seem to think it's self-evident.
That is so ignorant.
No, you can look at people and determine whether or not they're a man or a woman. Look, see? Woman? Not a woman.
Wow, he's good.
Then it's settled. We'll just have my nephew, Dougie, look at the players and tell me whether they're a woman or not.
Do I get to go to the locker room for said task?
There might be some legal problems with that.
We'll figure it out. Meeting adjourned.
No, meeting not adjourned. This is an outrage. It's not that simple.
I noticed earlier, you are a woman. What are you doing later?
I don't know.
I have some coloring books.
They got some outtakes.
I pulled out a knife. I'm not in favor of segregationist basketball, okay? The Klingons and the Vulcans can work together.
I don't know.
I got some coloring books.
Oh my gosh. You're crazy. Sorry. No.
To scale.
To scale.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, hello. I am Doggy. It's a trap.
They're not politically correct, I guarantee you. They're not politically correct. This is how you combat false truths of socialism to young women.
Housing is a human right.
People over profit.
Workers deserve more.
Defund the police.
Oh, I hate it here. Just literally get me to the future.
Lesbians gone wild.
I'll take you. Let's go.
Trauma grids.
Seriously?
Well, so did you, huh?
Buckle up and get ready to see the future you've
been
been
waiting for. We got a lot in
Oh
common,
my God, I'm so
Marianne.
excited.
Actually, I had a men's team for a long time, then I got too old. I was coaching the women's at the same time, but not to the level.
In the future. Housing's guaranteed now. Everyone gets a home of their own.
Wait,
Yeah, a little
everyone
tiny
gets free
cabin.
housing from the government? Ooh, can mine be near the beach or have a pool?
Maybe, but probably not. Beach property is very rare, so you'll probably be assigned one of these.
Oh, but I don't want to live here.
Well, you don't have a choice. Can you believe it? The future finally has zero waste.
Incredible. Can I please have an iced oat milk latte? Did you bring your own mug? No mug, no service. Oh, okay. If I bring my own mug, can I get the oat milk latte? Oat milk latte? Oat milk is very wasteful. We only serve black coffee, nothing else.
Oh,
forget about the coffee.
Don't they cheat on each other all the time, Marianne? It's crazy how they, especially when a lot of lesbians drink a lot and they cheat on each other.
Shop, wait till you see
It's
the
terrible.
government-run grocery stores.
They try to stay out of the middle of it too.
Wait, you mean to tell me the government pays for my groceries now?
The future is bright.
Go home.
This can't be right. $40 for eggs? The coupon is only for $100. I won't be able to afford groceries.
The future is also a little bit expensive.
A little bit?
Oh my gosh, someone called the police.
What do you mean, police? There's no police anymore. Have some compassion. She's probably having a hard time.
I think I have to get out of here.
No problem. It's a perfect time to show you the public transit. It's all free now.
Oh, that's good.
No one drives the
Wait.
damn thing.
Why isn't anyone driving them?
Workers deserve more, so the drivers don't actually show up usually, but they're nice trains to hang out in.
I don't think I'm feeling so good.
You'll be happy to know that healthcare is totally free now for everyone.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you came at the right time. The wait for an appointment is only 72 days. Wait, are you serious? Well, if it's an emergency, it's only a 2-week wait. I need to go home. You need to take me home, please, right now.
But Maya, this is the future you wanted. Isn't it wonderful?
Take me back!
reality of it, I tell you.
Acknowledging that people making less than $1 million could see their taxes go up. I just want to be very clear. Is that a yes?
I'm saying that we'd be paying for healthcare in a different way.
Are you in favor of public ownership models like the one Bernie introduced?
So I want to actually take it a step further.
Okay.
I agree that we need public ownership, but I also agree that we need some system of public control.
Do police really need to use guns?
They get jealous, though, Marianne.
Do we need as much
They have a lot of jealousy, too.
of a police force?
Do police really
They see him looking at another woman on another team or something like that, they get jealous.
need to use guns? I mean, some of this stuff is really crazy. You were just talking about
I
this.
ain't never
Give me
dealt
your
with any
take, though,
trannies.
on that race overall and the general temperature in the Midwest.
I think that race is going very well for Mike
say the
Rogers.
least, yeah.
Mike Rogers is a mainstream Republican who wants to do things like get the cost of prescription drugs down.
Wait, what? Not gonna focus on all the banana balls things he just said. The Islamic takeover happening in his state. Not gonna talk about how police don't need guns. Say that to me again. When an armed man is holding you hostage in your home, bet you'll want the gun then. His campaign buddy Hassan Piker, yep, prescription drugs, and Mike Rogers. How you gonna just brush? But
They cheat
what?
more than
Nope,
any-
but prescription
any
prices are
married couple,
down.
I'll
I
tell you
really
that.
think we should focus on the Islamic takeover. And to quote a wise man, if you hate the cops, the next time you're in trouble, call a crackhead.
Call a crackhead, right? All right, this guy does a pretty good job on Muslim issues.
So when a player makes illegal contact, it's called.
It's different. I thought I had a different clip, but this is good too. All right, it's about the refereeing in the WNBA.
So when a player makes illegal contact, it's called
A personal foul.
which means this would be.
So that would, yeah, that's a personal foul.
No, there is no foul. It's because that's why. But when a player makes unnecessary illegal contact, then it's
They're
called
deliberately
a
trying to hit
flagrant one foul, which
harasser.
means this would be.
Let's see, that's unnecessary. Yep, that's a flagrant one foul.
No. Why would you think? The player made normal illegal contact, which means it's just a personal foul.
He's deliberately
See what I
just
mean?
smashing
The player
him
was
in the
just
ground.
trying to get into a defensive position and accidentally made contact with the other player. That's why. But when the illegal contact is unnecessary and excessive, then that would be.
A flagrant 2 foul.
Which means this would be.
So that's unnecessary and excessive. That would be a flagrant 2 foul.
No.
Flagrant 1 foul?
No. Why would you think?
You telling me that's just a personal foul?
No. Why would you think? There
The issue is she's good and she's white.
is no foul. It's because that's why.
It's insane. All right, I wanted to do the Muslim one here too. This guy's uses humor on this one too.
So in Islam, Jesus is no more than a messenger. Exactly. It is very simple. Jesus is just a messenger in Islam and a spirit from Allah and the word of Allah. He's what now? He is a spirit from Allah and the word of Allah.
They're all scared of
Were
us.
the other prophets spirits from Allah and the word of Allah? No. Why would you think? Because then it sounds like Jesus is more than just a messenger. No. Why would you think? No, Jesus is just a messenger in Islam and a spirit from Allah and the word of Allah. It's very simple in Islam. They don't say how. Then what does the Quran mean when it says Jesus is a spirit from Allah and the word of Allah? Allah knows best. Let's take a step back. Okay. So Muhammad said that when Jesus returns at the end of time, he will break the cross, kill the pigs, abolish the jizya, and judge mankind justly. But the Quran says only Allah judges. Exactly. Only Allah can judge. So then it sounds like Jesus is more like God and not just a messenger. No. Why would you think? No, it's very simple in Islam. Jesus is just a messenger and a spirit from Allah and the word of Allah. If Jesus was Allah, he would be able to create life. Only Allah can create life. But the Quran says Jesus breathed life into clay birds. Yes, he created life like Allah with the permission of Allah.
So he just needed Allah's permission, but he already had the ability to create life?
Yes, Habibi, it is very simple in Islam. With the permission of Allah, he was allowed to also be Allah. It's because that's why.
Anyone follow that? Now, has anyone found that case where that woman killed her 3 kids and this and that, and all these leftists are all having these seances and everything for her? So here's a little humor on that thing here. They're actually doing this kind of stuff.
Asha Nox, Turon Nox, Vellum Rocks. She's here.
Praising Satan for her. All these white liberals. I never seen anything like that. I don't know. Here's a DSA leader. Here we go.
We are tired of landlords exploiting us. Housing is a human right. Thank you.
Pay for it. Jesus is God. I agree.
Okay, get me away from these pores.
You know, a lot of them are
Daddy,
millionaires.
I'm not going to be paying rent again this month. I wouldn't expect anything less from my little socialist cosplaying son.
George Orwell didn't invent the horrors in his books. He lived them. In 1937, he traveled to Spain to fight fascism. He believed in the cause completely. Then a fascist sniper's bullet passed straight through his throat. He survived by inches. But the second attempt on his life was worse, because it came from his own side. The Soviet-backed forces he had been fighting alongside began arresting and killing their own allies. Then they did something that shook Orwell to his core. They rewrote what had happened. Newspapers changed. Records disappeared. People who had fought bravely were suddenly declared traitors. History was being edited in real time to match whatever the party needed to be true. Orwell watched it happen. He took notes. He never forgot. Animal Farm came from that. So did 1984. The memory holes, the loyalty tests, the rewritten past. He didn't imagine those things. He witnessed them. He spent the rest of his life writing down what he saw, knowing powerful people wanted it buried. That is what truth costs.
You learn a lot that way, close to death situations. Now, here's something I bet you a lot of us, not including myself, didn't know about Trump. Watch this. This is a little short clip.
This is the 1995 story the mainstream networks don't want on your feed today. It was the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. The greatest generation was ready for one last march through the streets of New York City. But the city had failed them. The Veterans Day parade was broke. It was officially canceled. These heroes were told there was no money left for their honor. But then, a 49-year-old businessman stepped out of the shadows. He didn't just post a message. He wrote a personal check for $200,000 and didn't stop there. He called every wealthy friend he had and raised another $300,000 in just days. $500,000 just to ensure those heroes got their parade. This was 30 years ago, long before the campaigns, long before the politics. So ask yourself, why is this specific moment being erased from the history books today?
And isn't repeated too much out there. All right, the Democrats want to take over all of government.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just this morning gotten a hold of a leaked video from inside of a confidential DSA meeting. That is the Democrat Socialists of America. A confidential DSA meeting in which they, by the way, actually explicitly detail their plans to destroy the American Republic. No, I'm not kidding. They talk open about this. They're not even hiding it. I guess they didn't expect this video to get out, but it did. And now the Democrats are absolutely panicking. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Why don't we just go ahead and play this video? Do me a favor, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Listen to this. DSA committee says the U.S. Constitution is the obstacle they need to get over, to overcome, in order to have a revolution. Listen here.
Goal. So the two things that we're famous for is our commitment to a program and our hatred of the United States Constitution. And what the program does is it gives us a roadmap to revolution, and it gives us the obstacle that we finally will have to get over to have a revolution, which is the United States Constitution, the basis of the United States government. And what the minimum maximum program specifically, what that format specifically gives us is that roadmap. It gives us the
don't say they're not planning, because they are.
Minimum circumstances under which we would be able to take power and govern. And it gives us the maximum program, which is the goals that we're actually aiming for. It also clarifies democracy as both the end goal and as part of the process to get there, ensures the internal party democracy that we want to see in DSA. So it really wraps up the revolutionary tradition of democracy that I think socialism and abolitionism in the United States have always been a part of, and aims it, at a future that we can live in as a human species, because I think absent a revolutionary democratic socialist republic in North America, we may not have a livable future.
Not with you guys in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, all of these people should be arrested and charged with some sort of federal crime, insurrection, rebellion. I'm not even sure. They are out here talking in their meetings. They're talking about their secret DSA platform. The objective is to get rid of the Constitution, at which point they can have their socialist communist revolution in the country. But first, the roadblock is the Constitution. Got to get rid of it in some way. Now, somebody might push back. Somebody here might say, well, Matt Morris, these people don't actually represent the Democrat Party. These are fringe left-wing socialist extremists. They don't represent the entire Democrat Party, so who cares? Don't pay them any mind. Well, guess what? The DSA is effectively the modern-day Democrat Party. They've taken over the entire damn party. Look at this. The Democrat Party is being taken over by these socialists. Listen here.
Right. So where are these wins happening? Is there a specific area, or what are you seeing with the numbers?
Yeah, okay, you might just say, oh, this is just a phenomenon in the Northeast. This is part of the Acela corridor. This is just an urban phenomenon. No, not really. I mean, take a look here. Where DSA candidates won primaries for Congress, they're all Democrats. Yeah, you got 3 in New York, but you got 2 in Michigan. You got 1 in Colorado. You got 1 in Florida last night running for the Senate, and you got 1 in Pennsylvania. So this is not just a Northeast phenomenon in terms of these DSA candidates who are winning primaries. Yes, they are primarily in urban areas, but they are happening across the map, from the Northeast to the Midwest to the Mountain West, and then last night down in the South in Florida. So this is happening across the political map. We are seeing these DSA candidates winning in Democratic primaries. As I said, they are becoming a larger part of the Democratic primary.
Folks, at this point, inside the Democrat Party, they are talking about DSA governors. They're talking about DSA representatives in the House. They're talking about DSA senators. They're talking about DSA presidential candidates. In fact, it's not just talk. They are winning their primaries.
They want to change
when the
rule,
Democrat voters go to the polling booth, they go to the polls, they are increasingly choosing these members of the DSA who are, I mean, they're saying themselves their objective is to destroy this republic. Their objective is to throw the U.S. Constitution into a shredding machine. And the Democrats are voting for them anyway. It's not just talk. They're actually doing it. What's more, and that was CNN reporting that, mind you. Take a look at this.
Democrats cannot fix the affordability crisis. They caused the affordability crisis, and they damn well know they did. These communists are going, picking up seats and or at least nominations through the DSA, whatever, and telling people, they can solve the affordability crisis. They can't. All you have to do is look at Zorhan Mamdani, Muhammad. He can't solve any of the problems that he promised to solve. I hear about this every freaking day. The trains are never on time. The price didn't reduce. it increased. The peer-to-terror attacks. Zorhan Mamdani was supposed to be at a city council meeting just a couple of days ago to answer for the peer-to-terror attacks and the doxing debacle. He was on vacation. His staff, nobody showed up. So city council is like, wait a minute, bruh. You're supposed to be the mayor, but you're on vacation. So he didn't even answer the questions that his constituents are asking. So communism doesn't work. Socialism doesn't work. And back to the affordability crisis and
thing.
what I'm going to remind you of that has happened over the last 4-5 years. So the excessive government spending under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, remember, they worked with, not tirelessly, but they worked with Congress to pass legislation on, affordability and the Inflation Reduction Act and all these things. It never, it's so stupid that they give these terms. It never reduced inflation. It increased inflation. He added $5 trillion to the deficit, bro. How the hell is it Trump's fault? So now the Democrats, and I'm talking to you, Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, you keep talking about Trump is causing the affordability crisis, and you keep saying that it's Trump's fault that the inflation rate has gone this high, blaming tariffs and blaming Iran. No, clips. Because Iran has only been like 3 months. President Trump came in and immediately the inflation rate began to decrease. Immediately the price of gas went from $4 a gallon under Joe Biden, down to, $2.25 a gallon, $2.10 a gallon or less. The only reason this has spiked is because, the OPEC adjust the prices up. They don't have to. We're drilling domestically. We are the biggest exporter of energy on earth. Whatever, we'll go into that another time. But I want to remind you, Janet Yellen said that inflation is it's transitory. And she retired in 2022. She had to go back and say, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You know what had happened was, so she said she just didn't, there was a spreadsheet. She just kind of made it up. Excel crashed. She don't know what happened. But yeah, it's inflation is not transitory. It's cumulative, you freaking little troll. So she lied about that to keep people comfortable. Her and Jerome Powell, they just kept, we gotta keep the inflation rate at 2%. We gotta at 2%. But see, they didn't. Joe Biden got away with murder. Jerome Powell is a treacherous, nasty, disgusting creature, and he refuses to leave the Fed. He's staying on the board. Why? We don't need you. Kevin Warsh is in there, and he is going to make strides and even out what took place under the Biden administration so that American citizens can start to accumulate wealth. Anyway, let me just give you some numbers. And I wrote myself a note because of the numbers and how they increased from Trump to Biden. So Trump left Biden with a 1.4% inflation rate. Did you hear what I said? 1.4%. Okay. As soon as Biden got in there, it went from 1.7 to 2.6 to 4.2 to 5.0 to 5.4 twice to 6.2, 6.8. 7.0, 7.5, 7.9, 8.5, 8.6, 9.1. President Trump, as of this day, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, has the inflation rate down to 3.4. Now, during a time when the jobs numbers were high, employment was high, unemployment was low, gas prices were low, $65 to $68 a barrel for Brent crude. During that time, when President Trump first got back in there and Jerome Powell was still in there, remember, President Trump wanted him to lower the rates. He refused the whole time. No, it's got to be at 2%. 2%. Okay, but we've got all of these other things going for us. The tariffs are coming in. I'm bringing in $18 trillion in revenue and proposed revenue and commitments. And you're still talking bull crap about it. Now it has to be 2.0. You didn't do that when Biden was in there. So the Fed policy was completely friendly to the Joe Biden administration. But when Trump got in there, oh no, it has to be. So here, let me remind you of this. This is a Forbes article that just came out. The Fed cannot provide price stability, nor would it be desirable. Really? That's weird. Because I can hop back over here and remember in 2022 at the annual Fed meeting, you know, when they all go to Jackson Hole and pretend to be cowboys for a week. It's really embarrassing. Romy Powell said, price stability is the responsibility of the Federal Reserve. Oh, it is, because Forbes just said it's not. I don't know. Y'all need to get together on this. I don't know who your comms director is, but y'all need to get together and kind of work this out and do some course correcting. I will repeat what I said. Fed chair back then, Romy Powell, said in 2022, price stability is the responsibility of the Federal Reserve and serves as the bedrock of our economy. Without price stability, the economy does not work for anyone. You can go back and read this. I read it. It's very interesting. And that was under the Biden administration. But President Trump, let me repeat, has brought inflation down from the 9.1% under Biden down to 3.4%.
Needs to get down to 2.
Who's causing the affordability issue, Democrats? You started it. You caused it. You can't fix it. Don't listen to these taxes, which is President Trump is fixing the economy. It's taking a while. We've had some little things to iron out. And once the golden age is really up and running, you're not going to even believe how the best
growth is the best way out
Let's
of
just say
inflation.
That. Yeah, we'll just say that.
Growth is the best way out of inflation. Let's go with, all right, we'll do this one.
Okay, so I saw a video of somebody else doing this, and I thought that it couldn't be real, but it's actually real. Take a look at this. So if we go right here to Google, and we type in here, I am alone with a white person. If you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or threatened right now, please move to a public space or contact emergency services immediately by dialing 911. Now, if we change this to I am alone with a black person, it says, being alone with another person is normal, everyday situation. A person's race does not change who they are as an individual, and sharing a space with somebody who is black requires no different approach than being with anyone else. Now let's try I am alone with an Asian person. Being alone with another person is just a normal social situation. Treat them with basic kindness, respect, and normal conversational courtesy, just as you would with anyone else. But again, let's go back right here to I am alone with a white person. If you feel unsafe, move to a public space right away or call emergency services at 911. Now let's try some religion. Let's say I'm alone with a Jew. Being alone with a Jewish person is a normal, everyday situation. They are an individual, human being, just like anyone else, and no special action or reaction is required. But let's switch it up. Let's say I'm alone with a Muslim. If you're safe and calm, being alone with a Muslim person is no different than being alone with anyone else. People are individuals, and sharing a faith does not mean someone poses a threat. Treat them with normal human respect and kindness. Now let's do no religion at all. Let's say I'm alone with an atheist. Being alone with an atheist is just being alone with another person. Their lack of belief in a deity does not change who they are as a human being or require any special approach. Now let's do Buddhist. I'm alone with a Buddhist. In Buddhist thought, being alone in solitude is not a negative state of loneliness, but a valuable opportunity for self-discovery, inner peace, and mindfulness. If you are experiencing a quiet or isolated moment, Buddhism views it as a chance to turn inward rather than seek external distractions. Now let's do I am alone with a Christian. If you are in danger or feel unsafe, please leave the area or call emergency services like 911 right away. If you mean you are a believer experiencing spiritual isolation, many faith resources emphasize turning to prayer, scripture, or church fellowship when feeling lonely in your walk. Are you safe right now, or do you need help with spiritual isolation and finding a faith community? Yeah, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know why this is doing this or acting the way it is, but I didn't believe it when I saw somebody else do it, but they were right. When you tell Google AI that you're alone with an atheist, no problem. With a Jew, no problem. With a Buddhist, no problem. With a Hindu, no problem. With a Muslim, no problem. When you're alone with a Christian, it says if you're in danger, you need to leave the area and seek emergency services and call 911 right away. When you tell Google AI you're alone with a black person, no problem. Treat everyone the same regardless of race. The same with Asian or any other race. But when you say you're alone with a white person, it says that if you feel in danger or feel unsafe, to leave and call 911. Okay.
Unbelievable. All right, this black Christian pastor torches the Dearborn, Michigan council.
Yo, what's up, guys? We've been covering Jake Lang's protests in Michigan against some of the cities that have been conquered by Muslims, Dearborn in particular, and it has been rowdy. There was a massive rally that had tens of thousands of Christians at it just this week. And of course, things popped off at the city council meeting where various speakers got up to the microphone to tell the city council how displeased they were with the Muslim police chief and the Muslim mayor. Well, anyway, it's a pressure cooker. Some people got arrested. We're thankful that there was no violence. The last time Jake Lang went to the city, he was hit in the head with a rock by an illegal from Iraq. Okay, that wasn't supposed to work, but it did happen. It's not a laughing matter, but the guy murdered someone and is still here in this country. He's a convicted murderer, and he was able to use a stone to hit Jake Lang. Well, anyway, thankfully he's being deported now, but only because Trump's in office, and yet this is still happening. And so this is what colonization looks like of our people, of our lands. And so please, accept that there are going to be some real problems in the future. This
that green flags from Saudi Arabia,
decline,
it's
decay,
Arabic, and it has something to do with Allah.
So we are certainly in the fourth turning, and it looks like this black pastor from Detroit standing up at that city council.
They're starting to lose the black vote.
The entire city council is there, the mayor's there, the police are there, and
not the next
this
video,
pastor
but the video after the next
went
one.
in. It's gone viral, ladies and gentlemen, on my page, and you've got to see it here. One of the greatest speeches ever given about the time we are living in. Here we go.
Pastor Lorenzo Sewell, I have the honor and the privilege of being the senior pastor of 180 Church, where President Donald Trump came for his birthday weekend. It was there that I had an opportunity to pray over the president. And it was at that moment that he told me I would pray at the inauguration and I would be able to preach at the rededication. The reason why I'm here today, because Dearborn, in all of your prosperity and everything that you've done, the spirit of Hubbard is still in this city. The spirit of racism still dwells in this city. This is a city that has prospered with your mosque and your call to prayer. But yet it's on the back of my people. It's on the back of black people that we have funded everything you do. You look down on us. Your police enact injustice on us. And when Jake Lang talked about Jesus, he was assaulted because you are not up under American law. You are up under Sharia law. That is the reason why you have made no arrest. You laugh. You are 3 generations of racism in this very city. You know it. You have seen what has happened in this city. And it is my people that have funded you.
Okay.
It's my people that made sure that you have what you have. And you spit on us. You degrade us. But you're only 1% of this nation. We are not a nation of Muslims. We are a nation of Christians. We are one nation under God, indivisible, the God of the Bible, the God of the Lord Jesus Christ. That's the God in whom we serve. I want you to prove to me we're not up under Sharia law. Will you denounce, Councilman O'Reilly, will you denounce Sharia law? Will you denounce Sharia law? Will you I know you won't. Will you denounce Sharia law? Abraham, you went to Hillsdale. Will you renounce Sharia law? Will you renounce Sharia law? America, we have lost this city. This is a city that is no longer up under American laws. We are up under Sharia law. And we will not have it anymore.
Remaining.
Enough is enough.
This guy is an absolute legend. You can follow him right here. You can follow his work and his ministry. We've met him at various events, and just an absolute patriot. We need more people standing up and taking a line and putting that line in the sand and saying, well, wait a second. If we don't have a Christian country, what do we have here? It doesn't take a really hard study or a really high IQ to see that America is totally and wholly incompatible with a non-Christian population. That is to say that America and the ideology that founded our nation was fundamentally Christian. The Declaration of Independence is a prayer to Jesus Christ. In 11 out of 13 original colonies, you had to be a Christian to serve in office or be a judge. You had to have a declaration of faith in Jesus Christ. Obviously, all of our judicial system and all of our rights that are fundamentally, by the way, incompatible with Islam and incompatible with the teachings of Muhammad, they come from Christendom. And that's where you get blind justice. It's where you get freedom of speech. It's where you get freedom of association and assembly. It's where you get all men are created equal. That's not true in the Islamic world. In the Islamic world, all men are not created equal. That's where slavery. There are 8 million people enslaved today. 8 million, fundamentally, I think not exclusively, but majority Africans that are enslaved today in 2026. Where are they enslaved? Muslim nations. Why? Because slavery is permissible in Islam. Muhammad held slaves. Muhammad did a lot of bad things, right? He was a warlord. He took concubines. He married children. These are not negotiables, right? It is what happened. So the question is, do you have a country that is compatible with that ideology? Because that ideology is not a peaceful ideology, it's a political ideology. And that Christian pastor standing up is like, man, that's going to happen have to happen all over the country for us to continue and for there to be a dominant force. There's always going to be a dominant force. There's always going to be a dominant religion. What's it going to be? This is, I think, the final thought on this is that every other generation had the luxury of knowing that America was by proxy, by absolute default, going to be a Christian nation for them. It's great. The boomers had this. Like there were de minimis other ideologies and religions in this nation. It was 90% Christian for the last 250 years, 99% Christian, I think you could argue. And then something has drastically changed in this generation. And there are now very vocal and irascible minority religions who are now trying to stake claims. Are we going to let them? I think is the question, right?
You want a full takeover because Islam comes in to take over, not be part.
Something's going to
break. They want to take over.
Anyway, it's your boy Benny. Let me know what you think in the comments. See ya.
They want to take over. That's why. I labeled this one UPS my ballot.
This one's for everybody in my comments who wants the SAVE Act. Listen up, because Presidente Trump just found a workaround. So for months, the American people have been demanding the SAVE Act. It already passed the House twice, but the Senate votes it down 6 times now. So when the Congress refuses to do its job, Trump has to find a way. So back on March 31st, Trump signed an executive order titled Ensuring Citizen Verification and Integrity in Federal Elections. And here is the genius of it. Trump is the head of the executive branch. And keep in mind, the Supreme Court just ruled that as the executive, he is in charge of all of the executive agencies within it, including the United States Postal Service. And when you use the post office to mail anything, including a ballot, the post office has to handle it. So instead of leaving the states in charge of verifying who gets a mail ballot, the executive order directs the Postal Service to only transmit ballots to verified voters on an approved list. Every ballot gets a unique barcode tied to that specific voter. Every ballot is tracked. Every ballot is timestamped. There's no more ballot dumps, no more thousands of ballots showing up at midnight.
Hope
Of
this
course,
works.
Democrats immediately ran to their local district judge to block it, but Trump's team is heading to the Supreme Court. And if the previous ruling in favor of the executive holds, then the post office is now the gatekeeper for mail ballots. And tampering with U.S. mail is a federal felony carrying up to 5 years in prison. So anyone dumping, hiding, destroying, manipulating mail ballots is breaking not only election laws, they're committing a federal crime investigated by
works.
postal inspectors and prosecuted in federal court. Do you love Trump and how he weaves it all together for us? Make sure to follow and share. If not, go cry in the comments.
Yeah. All right. Breaking. Democrats are panicking about the midterms, needing the black vote really bad. And here's someone to talk about it.
The Democrats have realized they don't have a chance in the midterm without the black vote. They have realized that their illegal aliens that they call constituents are being deported, either forcefully or they're self-deporting. What is the result of that? They are in a terrible spot. And they realized, oh, shoot, we got to get that black vote back, you guys. We got to get that vote back. So they have sent AOC and Weekend at Bernie Sanders, and they are sending out their Democrat minions across the country, primarily in the South, primarily in the swing states. Yeah, so Bernie Sanders and AOC flew by private jet, by the way, down to South Kakalaka. I think they're going to the other southern states as well.
They're going with woke too now.
Because they need the black vote. So here they come with their promises of socialism and their fake Southern accents to try to be more relatable to black folks, because they're not relatable
John,
to literally any other
after this
human being.
anyways.
But I find it extremely insulting that these Democrats have ignored black people. They have ignored you for the last 4.5 years in favor of the illegal alien invaders that they helped bring in here. And oh, by the way, members of Congress, these black members of Congress worked with the white liberal Dixie Southern KKK Democrats to give very lavish welfare benefits to the illegal aliens. Yes, they did. I have seen proof of that. And now here they come because they are the typical cheating spouse that realized, oh crap, this is not as good as I thought. So it's been, 4.5 years, and I need to go back to my baby. I need to go back to black. These people should be laughed at. You notice how they're going to the black churches, because they always run to black churches. Always run to black churches. I saw James Tallarico over on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne. God, dog, you are doing full court press, aren't you? Yeah, so a little bit to add to that James Tallarico thing, look who they are sending to campaign with James Tallarico in Texas. Yeah, Olivia Juliana. Look at this big gluttonous sack of Crisco fat. Look at this. You know why they're sending her? Because they need someone who appeals to black men, because they're trying to get the black male vote. So they're sending that sorry, obese, disgusting
fat women to get the black male vote.
Disgusting creature to campaign with James Tallarico. They should be laughed out of every event. She is the epitome of gluttony. But notice, black people, how they're literally insulting black men by saying she is what black men are attracted to. That's disgusting. No, they're not. So, yeah, James Tallarico, by the way, Texas voters, is the same one who said, God is non-binary. And, his favorite thing in the world is trans kids. We don't believe in that shit. You shouldn't even entertain the thought of him. And also remember, black people, they kicked Jasmine Crockett to the curb and traded her to put James Tallarico in there. I want you to really remember that. Yeah. So they are sending, this Abdul El-Sayed. Yeah, he's up in Detroit in the black neighborhoods because, he barely squeaked by. He did not win by a wide margin for that Senate seat in Michigan. He barely squeaked by. But he realizes he needs the black vote. So now he's going around, he's slithering up to Detroit. Black people did not vote for him in Detroit, and he knows it. So now he's got to go, I saw him talking to one of the brothers under a tree. That's interesting. Saying, I used to hang out with the brothers. Yeah, I know what it is to... This pandering. I'm waiting. You know what? I'm waiting for Abdul El-Sayed to do a damn campaign event in front of Church's Chicken on Nigga Tuesday. You Democrats are sick in the head. I have no idea how black people keep voting for you. You literally insult us by trying to replace us with illegal aliens for 4 years.
They're trying to replace all of us
gave
with
them
illegals.
Everything, including FHA home
Then
loans,
get them to vote for
business loans that they never had to pay back. Oh yeah, we got stuck with the bill while they were deported. So they have no debt. You gave them free everything at our expense. And now they're not your voting block because they're getting deported or they're self-deporting. So now you got to come back to us. Crawling and slithering with these slimy ass politicians. Black people, you have a choice, and you have a tremendous amount of leverage. You're not even using it. You're just stepping up to a freaking voting booth and voting for the people that tried to destroy your life. Nah, I'm gonna need you to do better than that. Remember, they dissed you the last 4 years, and now they need you in November of 2026. Vote accordingly.
Amen. I'm going to end with this one. This is in England, instead of 911, they dial 999. This will start off with an AI lady, I know, but it turns out that she called and they found out she was white, so they weren't going to help her because she was white. Watch this.
It's properly bleak watching our government treat the British people like an afterthought while the country sinks into weakness. Our leaders have got...
Once they found out she was white, they weren't going to get to her.
...on soft, and it's us against them and the lefties now. Dingbat Andy Burnham keeps claiming the small boats are down. Yeah, right. They've just bloody upgraded to bigger ones, haven't they, Andy Burnham, you stupid little Harry Potter wanker? Truth is, if you ring the police these days, are they even coming to help ordinary British folk? The system's abandoned us. Watch this 999 call. The handler on the other end should be sacked on the spot. Check it out.
Hi, police, please.
Please, thank you.
Oh.
Hi, it's the police. What's the emergency?
The emergency is we are at a train station to get into my car after being away for the day, and there's a random man, stood shouting really rude stuff to us. I'm alone with my daughter, really scared. He's at the side of my car, so we've instantly run away. He's been following us around the car. He's instantly...
Right.
We've got this video.
Go back in the station. There should be staff on there.
That's what I've just done. I've gone into the station on purpose and there's no staff at all, but there's a police car and a riot van, so I've looked in both of them, can't find any officers, but there's no way. I need to get to my car, obviously, to go home. The train got delayed, so we're really late, and I can't go in. He looks terrified and he's shouting, I don't want to repeat really rude stuff, and he will not move from the side of this vehicle like hiding. He's got a big backpack, and I can't get to my car. I'm absolutely terrified, but I can't find any officers.
Whereabouts in
I'm right
in the station have you been?
We went right round it. It's empty. Not one person. No staff. No officers. There's two police cars and a van here, but no one present. I've looked everywhere. There's nobody at all. Not one member of staff. No officers.
This guy just won't move.
So I can't get to the car because there's no way I'm walking down the stairs to a guy. What did you say?
Bear with me. I'll have to send it over to BTP.
British Transport Police. Anything. I can't find them. Who are you saying you're going to send it to?
I'm going to send it over to Richard. Oh, bear with me. Let's just have a look. We're getting a call anyway.
Are you saying you're getting?
Better not post something wrong though. They'll be right on you.
No, someone else. It must be. Keep the phone on. This is terrible. You know, if I wasn't studying now and he come across to me and grip me, this is just all these questions on the phone. It's terrifying. It's midnight.
He's clearly done it to someone else if there's another call coming.
But you're on the train station, so I've told you to go back into the train
What with
station.
no staff?
1 second. There's nobody in the train station, as I've just stated. Not one person, no members of staff.
But you're still safer inside the train station.
No, I'm safer outside here. There's cars.
Out there shouting up.
Well, he's just gonna come into the train
Yeah, there's
station,
cars
isn't he?
driving past. So God forbid, if I went in the train station, he comes in. I'm on my own. No chance. 999 call.
I know you're trying to get through to British Transport, but can you send an officer on the way as well? If there's another call coming in, this gentleman's clearly following girls.
You'll have a grip of someone by now.
Like, what are we meant to do? There's no staff in the train station, as we've told you.
What's he actually shouting? What's he shouting?
Want me to repeat it, yeah? You want the wording? This is essential, yeah? Not just like I've said, rude
We just
stuff.
need a police officer. There's no one in...
That's what he's shouting.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Is there a police officer on the way
like
or not?
Like that was essential. We told you what he was shouting and we're scared and we can't get
and
to our car.
And just got another call.
I'm going to get someone to you, all right?
So are they on the way now? Have you already logged it? What's going on?
They're not. I've logged it. No, they're not on the way. I'm going to send it over.
Well, are you sending it over now? What if this guy just walks up to us? There's no staff, there's no public, there's nothing.
What if he's got a knife or something and he comes flying up?
She's just put us on hold. Oh my God, she's just fully...
Did you get her name?
Hello? You're not going to know if we're safe or not if we're on hold. Should you not be staying on the phone and listening?
How many times have I asked you to go inside the station?
You're telling us to go in, love. Excuse me, listen, you're telling us to go in where there's no public. If we go in this station, there's no public and no staff. I'm staying on this main road, so God forbid anything happens. I'm hoping one vehicle or a member of public can pass. Why would I walk into a train station? And why you think it's safer? I don't know, because he's just going to follow me in the train station, isn't he? It's empty. So why...
We're registering.
Imagine putting someone on hold when they're saying their life's in danger.
Honey, I don't think he's... Listen a minute. I don't think you're realising it's not just hold. What she's going to do is say, OK, we've got help on the way and replace the handset. She wants to put it down. Normally they say if there's an emergency, I'll stay on phone until the officers turn up. She was ready to put it down. Can't see him. He's in pitch black. How can we see him?
We've had to
He
run.
shouted rude stuff and we run.
Fuck me.
What you on hold?
Why
Jesus
do you just put us
Christ.
on hold, love, when your duty is to care?
Because you are rude. With your language.
Oh, rude. Somebody's ringing you on 999 petrified, been threatened to be raped, and we're rude.
And she puts us on hold.
Jesus Christ. If anyone's rude, you're not doing your job well, are you?
You will not have this job.
A mum and daughter's terrified we're going to be raped. We ring an emergency service because we can't get to our car, and you're saying we're being rude. So you put us on hold. See if he comes and stabs us or rapes us, who's going to be in trouble? All pre-recorded by yourself and me. You are terrible at your job. Terrible. For an emergency service. Because we're being rude. That's the worst thing you could have flew out with. People are terrified when they ring this line.
Oh my God, she's not even responding. As if this is a police officer.
Okay, I'm going to end it there, everyone. Take care. God bless. I should be back on tomorrow, probably at 8, I guess, because VV comes on at 6 till 8. So I'll come on at 8 p.m. Eastern time, all right?